I gotta tell you about this trainer I got. And all I can really do is just laugh at it. It's one of those situations. Let me start off by saying that the guy is a complete asshole. I don't curse often, I rarely curse, but I feel this is the situation where this is acceptable to curse. Let me start off by stating that the guy, his he's older, about in his 60s. He's a bit overweight. He's basically a super truck in a sense. And I don't mean that to be offensive, and I don't mean by calling him an asshole to be offensive either. I'm just stating what it is. So I get with him yesterday. His name's Jim to start the first day, and of course, I didn't leave myself enough time to get to the yard. Or no, that was this morning. Yesterday, I was right on time. And not knowing what the guy looks like after spending 2 weeks in Port Angeles, I don't know what he looks like. So I'm pulling up to the yard there in Tacoma, basically winging it, seeing if I can figure out who the guy is, because I just know him by name, Jim. And I get there, I see some guy doing a cruise ship, so I figure, no, okay, it's probably him. I see a couple other Herman Brother guys walking around, and it could be them. So from the satellite that my trainer in Port Angeles showed me, he was showing me where to basically park. So I was like, all right, I'll circle back around and I'll park in those spots there. And as I'm circling back around, the guy's yelling at me, the one that was doing a cruise ship. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I found my guy. And I stopped, pulled back over, rolled down my driver's window, and was like, what's up? He's like, you parked the car over there, right next to my truck. It's like, cool, yeah, I totally know what your truck looks like, is what I'm thinking. So starting off on a good note, that's a good first sign. Let me backtrack a little bit too, because I texted Jim on last Friday. Basically, what time do you want to start on Monday? And he tells me 6:30, and then like 15 minutes after he texts me 6:30, he calls me. Okay, nobody talks on the phone anymore. We just text. But being an older fella, I shrug it off type thing. Okay, whatever. If there's something more complex that couldn't fit into a text message, anything could fit into a text message, you guys. But it's more complicated in a sense too, but it doesn't have to be if you don't make it complicated. Anyways, he wanted to talk on the phone, so he wanted to interview me about my trucking skills. I'm already an employee of Herman Brothers. I don't need to go through a second interview, but I'll give you the second interview just to calm your nerves a bit. So I told him I got my license back in December. Been driving with the Hermans for a good 2 weeks now. Really liking it. I've got some time backing to the docks. I've got some time backing to the dumps there at the mills. I'm a new driver. I could use more time shifting. I trained in a 10 speed, which that's what we were driving Monday, and so that was a bonus there. And so anyways, moving back forward to Monday now. I get there to the yard. Basically, I grab my stuff out of the car after he basically yells at me. I park, grab my stuff out of the car. He's hanging out in the driver's seat, so I mosey on over to the passenger seat, maybe thinking, okay, either I'm going to put my stuff over here, just get it in the truck. Maybe he wants to drive for the first portion. basically show me what he does, or maybe he's just getting everything situated. I don't know, but I'm just gonna get my stuff in there. So I open up the passenger side, and next thing I know, he's, "What are you doing over there for?" "Well, I'm putting my stuff in the cab. Should I leave it in my car and not have lunch?" I mean, what else am I to say? I'm putting my stuff in the cab. "You're driving today." Well, I kind of assumed that much, so I'll go ahead and get into the driver's seat then. I'll get myself situated, make myself comfortable, and we'll start the day. So then he's not really talking much and everything, and he walks off and not really communicating at all what he's doing. So that right there is a red flag starting off there. It's just like, oh, what am I getting myself into? But anyways, besides the point, I'm overlooking the downfalls, the shortcomings, the red flags, and then he gets his stuff, gets his coffee, puts it in the cab as well, and that's when he says, "Good morning." "Oh, okay. Good morning. How do you do? Good to meet you. I'm David." "Oh, good to meet you too. I'm Jim." I'm not late. I'm right on time. I don't know the guy. I don't know where to park. Figuring everything out. I'm right there on time, maybe probably a minute early. Going to go park where I was basically told where to park. Sorry. I didn't mean to piss you off. I don't know. So we start off, and I'm grinding gears as ever. And he tells me that the transmission and training is all wonkified, and it's like, great. Well, that's awesome. And of course, we got to go put gas in it. Not gas, go-go juice, the diesel, go to the fuel station. We had to fuel the cab up. So, of course, I don't know Tacoma. And he's expecting me to know where to go. It's just like, seriously? Seriously? I live in Shelton. I don't live in Tacoma area. You gotta be kidding me. So, coming up to the intersection, I was like, here, right? I turn left here because I see a CFN down there. Yeah, of course we turn right there. Of course we turn. Of course. Cool. Thanks for letting me know, buddy. So we get there, and I get the go-go juice going, get the diesel in the tank, and he's like, let's put the diff in there too, DEF. He's got his own trucker lingo. And cool, yeah, all right, I can get the DF in there. And I must have typed my employee number in wrong at the gas pump, the go-go juice pump, the diesel pump. Yeah, because I think I locked it up or whichever, because I couldn't get it to work to get the DEF to work, and then he tried to do his pin, but that didn't work as well. I gotta shut my cat up. There we go. Jazzy is in kitty prison while I tried to finish up with this video because his crying was getting on my nerves, so he is locked up for the moment being. Anyways, I think I was talking about the gas station and how he was being a complete butt munch about it. And I locked up the tank, or I locked the tank, or the gas pump, the go-go juice pump, the diesel pump, by typing in my employee number in the wrong backwards or whatever it is I did, or typing in, I don't know what it is, press the wrong button, made the thing explode. And anyways, I screwed up the pump, somehow. We didn't need def anyways. We were 4 bars, and he just wanted to top it off just to top it off. So it's just like, all right, whichever. And I'm sorry for that light dark type thing, whatever that this camera's doing for some reason. So we started a, oh, what did we have yesterday? We had Pepsi. So we went down, we had Pepsi and cardboard, I believe. Yep, Pepsi and cardboard. No, cardboard and no, Pepsi was today. Yesterday it must have just been cardboard. Yeah, yesterday was just cardboard. So after we get filled up, we head down to waste management, which there's another name for it, JCM, I think, down there on the port. It's the waste management building. You all probably don't know what I'm talking of, but that's all right. But head down there, waste management building. They put a probably good 60 bundles of, or maybe a good 30 bundles of cardboard in the dry van there. And then we head on off to PA, Port Angeles, to McKinley there, the mill, recycling paper mill there, and get live offloaded. So that was pretty sweet. I backed it to the dock there, and I was kind of intimidated in a sense too, because the only backing that I had done was with I backed to a dock with Ben there at JCW. I think that's where the yard that I started off today. That's also a warehouse area that we take paper rolls from McKinley to. And I backed to the dumps with Jesse. I don't think I ever backed to the dumps there at Port Townsend with Ben at all. I think that was just with Jesse in the automatic, which was a complete pain. Anyway, getting back to Jim, it was a complete nightmare all day yesterday, constantly hounding me on petty things such as riding the white line, jerking motions, going around corners. It's just rookie stuff. He's not used to rookies, is what it is. And it's going to take a little bit to polish those rough edges that I got, because I am right out of school. I got my license in December and got hired on with the Hermans a month after I got my license. So those edges are not going to be polished yet. And maybe his roughness will polish it, which, sure, but it sure is irritating in the time being. So constantly hounding me about the jerkiness around corners, riding the white line. I can't say that I rode the center line very much. These are also things that I mentioned in earlier videos as well. It's a recurring thing type thing that will need to be improved, but it's really not an issue too much. Oh, and speed too. This is one thing that really, really irritated me today. I'm just going to talk about speed for today for a second. So he expects 60 in a 50. I don't care who you are. I ain't getting pulled over by Smokey the Bear and having a conversation with him. I ain't going to have that ticket. So when it says 50, I'm going 50. I ain't going no 55. I ain't going no 60. When it says 50, I'm going 50. So that's another thing right there. It's just no, I ain't gonna take that ticket for you. I ain't gonna pay that. You wanna go 60? You go 60. I'll be in the passenger seat. So there's that too. He's not paying attention to the signs. Of course, I wasn't paying attention to the signs there for a while, but when I know the speed limit is 50 and he wants me to go 60, I ain't going no 60. I ain't going no 60. So there's that. I'm done with that there. I can understand coming off the Hood Canal Bridge, and then there's the hill going towards PA. There's the hill right after the bridge, of course, flooring it. Yeah, you got to get up the hill if you're loaded, but if you ain't loaded, there ain't no reason why you should be speeding. Let me get to some of the good parts rather than just complaining about him. He was actually somewhat enjoyable to be around on the trip out today. We went to Mount Angel, Oregon for Pepsi. And on the way down, a Herman Brothers truck passed us, and he flipped on the CB and started chatting away. Hey there, Hermie! As you blew my doors off, I saw that you had one clean door and one dirty door there. What's up with that? Where are you headed today? What you got? What you got on board? All right, there, good buddy. Well, you have yourself a good day there. Keep the shiny side up, the rubber side down. Keep it between the ditches. 86 and all good numbers to you, and I'll catch you on the flip flop. So that there was quite enjoyable there. I know my trucker. I know my trucker lingo. Well, there's still a little bit that I don't know, but I know the basis of it. So that there was pretty fun, enjoyable to listen to, and he was telling me that he's not much of a CB guy, but just that moment, just made me smile. I tell you what, that made me smile. And of course, he took it all the way down. We got loaded there in Tumwater. Got a nice little nap going on there. Nope. We didn't have a live load today. We just had a drop and hook. So we dropped, got hooked back up, and then started heading down towards Oregon. Of course, he was driving the whole way because he wasn't happy with how I was driving yesterday, doing the whole jerky motion, speeding. No, not speeding, under speeding. Not going 60 and a 50. So he wasn't happy with how I was driving yesterday. So he had to make sure that I knew that he wasn't happy with it by telling me that he was going to take the first half, and then I was going to take the second half of the day because we were going to work a 16. Well, I'm all fine and dandy with working a 16, but that's kind of rude, dude. Anyways, I got myself a good nap. He kind of harassed me by napping, but it's just like, dude, we're starting at 3 a.m. I had broken sleep, probably a good 6 hours of sleep. I'm going to have probably broken sleep again tonight, probably another good 6 hours of sleep. So if I want to take myself a little cat nap, I'm going to take myself a little cat nap because I'm tired. Anyways, moving on the day, when we finally get to Mount Angel, pull up to the Pepsi gate there, and of course they got the little security guard shack. That's not manned. They just intercom based. You push the button. Can I help you? Come on, can I help you? And this is where it gets real fun. He gets there on the intercom. He's like, yeah, I'd like a double cheeseburger with a large fry and a Diet Coke, please. You're supposed to tell them, hello, my name is David. I am from Herman Brothers. I have a delivery for you. More fun. This is a technique that I will use once I'm going solo. You just have fun with it. So they're quiet for a little bit, and they come back. Would you like to make that supersize? You gotta be kidding me. This is awesome. He's like, nah, I'm watching my girlish figure. Well, how much does that supersize cost? Only 50 cents more. If you could make it 25 cents more, then maybe I'll go with the supersize. Would you like an apple pie too? How much is the apple pie? Just $1.50 more. You know, yeah, go ahead and put that apple pie on there. Your grand total will be $2.53. He's like, do I pay that here or at the front window? Finally, the games are over. He's like, so what's your name? She gives him his name. He's like, yep, so I'm Jim, Herman Brothers. She's like, what dock would you like? That was that. We get in there, gate opens, pull up to our dock. They live load us, and I'm like, cool. Already took my nap. Got my coffee all filled up. I'm going to read my book. Remember my book today. So I start reading my book that I bought at Goodwill. I think it's called Not a Fan. It's in my bag, which my bag is in the living room. I'm not going to run grab it. I'm not going to show you right now, but basically about not being a fan of Jesus Christ, but rather a follower, and using scripture and stuff like that. It's quite interesting. I read the first chapter, half the second chapter, and talks about how we go about life, but yet are we truly dedicating our life to Christ? So it's my cup of tea. Continuing on with the story about Jim, well, there's not really much to say. Dude's a jerk. Made for a stressful day. I'm not quite sure how I can cope with it for tomorrow, but I keep asking God to give me the patience to make it through the day. Anyways, yeah. If you do end up watching this video, because I don't know who will, please pray that I have patience for Jim. And thank you for checking us out. Go ahead and come back to me and put your comments down below. That means go ahead and tell me what you think in Trucker. I'll catch you guys on the flip-flop. Keep the sunny side up, rubber side down. Keep it between the ditches. 79 to y'all, all in good numbers, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop.